I am heading up there, and I feel like the luckiest man in Northumberland. It's a beautiful Sunday night, and on the side here I've got a new tent to try, the Tarptent Scarp one. It fits nicely on the side of my rucksack there. His name's on the back. I've got the crossing poles in there because it's forecast to be windy in the morning, and it all weighs 2 kilos and fits inside its original pack. And I've got the footprint on, the Van Gogh one that I mentioned before. Should be fantastic. And what a fabulous place it is. Wow. I've checked the weather and it says the wind's going to turn and come from the west. It's coming from the east now, which is over there. So I think we better drop down a little bit, get a tiny bit of shelter. Okay, let's see how long this takes. Well, to get that pitch to that pitch was like 6 minutes. Fantastic. Been a bit of a journey with this tent. A long time waiting for it. All the kind of a little bit of anxiety getting it from the States and stuff. And then there was a couple of little issues with it. And then the usual stuff about having to seam seal it and buy extra guys and pegs, just small things. And I've done a few other little modifications as well. I'll show you what I've done with the door. And I don't think I'm going to put the crossing poles on. What I had the idea of, and what a lot of people seem to do, is actually take these off because they bang around and flap around at the night. But I thought, well, when I want to use the crossing poles, that's going to be a little bit of a pest. So I thought I'd just keep a little bit of elastic in and just bungee them together. We'll see how that works. So that seems to work quite well. It's not going anywhere. I've put elastics on the door here. I've left these Velcro ties as it is, but this was just 2 tabs. So what I've done is stitch this into a loop, and the other side attached a little toggle to it. That seems to make a nice, quick and easy solution. Plenty of space in there. The dog's bed out, my bed out. A bit more there. And this is the adjustable system here. So, trying something different with my sleep system tonight. I've got the lighter bag, the Vulcan -7. And, of course, in here my thermals and my sleeping bag liner. And the Highlander foil mat that goes over the top. And I just keep these little bungees in there to keep them in place. So always got the down jacket, and then for a bit of in winter I always carry these Exped booties, but nice and easy to bring is the Nature Hike down pants. So I figure, you know, it's forecast to get down to freezing tonight, so I figure why not go a little bit lighter on the sleeping bag and think comfort for this one +3, because I've been down to -2 and it's in a froze, but I'm a little bit cold. Yeah, so a little bit more versatility. You're up and about at night, you're outside cooking. Why not have a down jacket and some down pants and have a lighter sleeping bag? And these Nature Hike ones are great, and they're not crazy money. Fantastic. So after all the setting up and waiting, I'm starting to love this tent. Let's release the tent fish. Tent fish. Tent fish. tentfish. Hey tentfish, that's mine. Ooh. I think you could pitch a tent in here. Be a bit slopey, but nice thing about a small footprint tent. Actually, I've been there before several times, just didn't recognise it. Gone to a different angle now, and been there 3 or 4 times in the last 2 years. There's the Scarp one, just nestled just there, just with the sun just kissing the arch. Nicely blended in, I would say. This is the Ingram Valley, Northumberland. There were lots of people up there today, just parked on the little grassy bits and enjoying picnics and stuff in the sun. People glad to be out and about. That's the Simonside Hills over there. So if you and Co Crag, actually, Long Crag over there. So my video of the ultralight wood stove, that was from that there. Just how lucky am I that this is my playground? How grateful am I for this? Just want to give thanks. Vegetarian option. Whose idea was it I bought that? Red, red wine goes to my head, makes me forget that I still love you so. Now look, honey, dogs don't eat 5-bean cassoulet, okay? Alright? You'd still like some, would you? I know what you want. Famous grouse, not the whiskey. I ate one of those a couple of years ago. I thought it was like a little spice thing that you put on. Having grown up in a Vesta generation, the after effects were interesting. Smells of horse, which is a lovely smell. Now, if I'm ever feeling a little bit stressed at the end of the day, just go up to this dog, shove my face in the fur, and inhale that smell. Just drink it in. It's divine. people. Oh, I put these on. I've got my other bits and bobs over this side. Right, what's this morning like? Definitely a bit windy. No condensation in here. That's alright too. Pretty dry. Is there any condensation on you? No? There was definitely a little bit after it had gone dark, but it's all gone now. Bit of through draft through. Lovely morning. Right, let's get up. So I slept in the nature hike down pants, and they're good. They're not too heavy, and they've got a little bit of a reinforced cuff there. And then when it's time to get going and I've finished breakfast and stuff, and I'm warm, I can take them off with the full length zip there, ready to go. Right, let's get some breakfast on and get out of Dodge. Come on. Tentfish. 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 Yeah, so I've wrapped it all up in the footprint that I've left attached to make a nice little waterproof parcel. There's the crossing poles in as well, just sliding down the side. Great. Now, little tip I got from Scott's Wildcamper is he started to put little ferrules over the top of his pegs, because you know, hard ground, you know how they hurt your hand. So I came up with the idea of just a cheap walking stick ferrule. It's got a metal base at the bottom, and I always carry a few extra pegs for hard and soft ground, but these Eastern pegs with the elk kit are brilliant, and I've added some elk kit ones that are very similar in shape and length. And I always carry this with my bigger tents. It's got some extra guys in there, extra pegs and stuff. But with the tarp tent now, I'm not going to bother bringing that, because I'm pretty happy with its stability as it is, and we're just using these pegs. I've added some little extra titanium hooks as well for those little elastic bits by the door. Be fine.